Before we start talking about the burnout syndrome, we want you to ask yourself the following questions. Have you become cynical or critical at work? Do you drag yourself to work every day and find it hard to get started? Have you become irritable or impatient with your colleagues, clients, or suppliers? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you may well be suffering from the burnout syndrome. The burnout syndrome can be defined as a kind of work-related stress, that is, a state of physical or emotional exhaustion that also involves an absence of a sense of accomplishment and the loss of personal identity. No matter what job you have, anyone can suffer it. The burnout syndrome may be due to a number of factors, some of which we will mention now. First, lack of control, that is, the inability to influence decisions that affect your work, such as your schedule, tasks, and workload. This includes the lack of resources you need to carry it out. Second, unclear job expectations. If it's not clear what your level of authority is, or what your supervisor or others expect from you, you may not feel comfortable at work. Third, dysfunctional dynamics in the workplace. Maybe you work with someone who keeps bullying you, or you feel undervalued by your peers, or your boss watches every step you take. Fourth, the extremes of activity. When a job is monotonous or chaotic, you need constant energy to stay focused, which can lead to fatigue and exhaustion. Fifth, the lack of social support. If you feel isolated in your work and personal life, you may accumulate more stress. Sixth, the lack of balance between work and private life. If your job requires so much time and effort that you don't have the energy to spend time with your family and friends, you may get tired quickly. Seventh, if you try to be everything to everyone. This can generate a significant amount of stress at work, as trying to please everyone is an impossible and exhausting task. Eighth, to have a perfectionist attitude. Wanting everything to go 100% right and always. Feeling responsible for everything and seeking to have control of everything can be a major source of stress. And lastly, working in a profession that is difficult and stressful by nature, that always involves being under a lot of pressure or that requires a lot of close interaction with other people, such as, for example, healthcare. Due to the work itself, the risks, and other factors, it is more likely to present the burnout syndrome performing such activities than in other professions. Apart from the symptoms mentioned at the beginning of the video, you may be suffering from the burnout syndrome if you lack the energy to be consistently productive, you have trouble concentrating or you have memory problems, you're having a hard time making decisions, your accomplishments don't give you satisfaction, you feel disillusioned with your work, use an excuse to skip it, your sleep habits have changed, you have frequent colds, you have suffered from headaches, stomach or bowel pains for no apparent reason, or had some other physical problems. Although there are many people who live under these conditions, ignoring them and not doing something to correct them can have important consequences, including excessive stress, fatigue, insomnia, sadness, anger or irritability, alcohol or substance abuse, heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, vulnerability to illness, among others. Therefore, you need to take action. First, evaluate your options. Discuss specific concerns with your boss or supervisor. You may be able to work together to change expectations, reach compromises, or find solutions. Try to set goals for what should be done and what can wait, and never take work home. Get help, whether you talk to co-workers, friends, or loved ones. Relying on their support and collaboration can help you cope. If you have access to an employee assistance program, take advantage of relevant services. Try a relaxing activity. Explore programs that can help you with the stress, such as yoga, meditation, or Tai Chi. Get some exercise. A regular physical activity can help you deal better with the stress. It can also clear your mind of work. Get some sleep. Sleep restores well-being and helps protect health. Practice mindfulness, which is the act of concentrating on the flow of the breath and being intensely aware of what you're feeling, perceiving, and doing at every moment, without any interpretation or judgment. In a work environment, this practice involves facing situations with openness, patience, and without judgment. As you consider options for dealing with the burnout, keep an open mind. Don't let a very demanding or unrewarding job affect your health. Although work is something necessary for those of us who have to earn our daily bread, it is important to find the balance that allows us to do it in the right way without affecting us physically or emotionally, so that we can lead a healthy and relaxed life outside of it. Work is not everything, and you have to know how to give each thing its proper value. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel so we can do more like this one. Click also on the notification bell, so that you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you very much.